Healing is time travel. Wait, what? Healing is time travel? Well, let me explain. So we need to start with a couple foundational things. Number one, I believe in incarnation. And as a result, when you incarnate into an ancestral line, and the DNA carries whatever is in the ancestral line. It could be traumas related to money, related to abuse, abandonment, betrayal. Like, it could be a lot of things, right? I also believe, we incarnate a lot of times. So we incarnate in a lot of different bloodlines, ancestral lines. And these are just my beliefs, just food for thought. And if that's the case, then you've got all of these past life experiences that happen as well. And then you're born, and then you enter into your life, and things happen, and some are good and some are bad. And then, that is really, more than anything, a matter of perspective. However, some of these things that we perceive as bad end up kind of creating like traumas within us. And sometimes, we talk about the early, the young child, the inner child, and how a lot of that ego is formed in the first 7 years of life, and it's responding many times to experiences that you've had, which can be perceived as traumatic. So the other thing I think we need to understand is, again, this is just my belief system and food for thought, something really just a thought exercise. All time, space, and dimensions are happening right now, right here. And that's why you'll often hear people talk about, like, what time is it? Now. Where are you? Here. That's presence, right? The past is a memory and the future is a dream. Neither of them exist now. So if that's the case, and there's an infinite number of nows happening, could I consciously choose the now that I'm in? I don't know. It's worth thinking about. I happen to believe you probably can. I've not yet figured it out how to sort of manifest that, but I believe that to be the case. So anyway, so healing is time travel. Now, where this came from is this week, I had one day, it's a full moon this week, and one day I woke up, I did not get a lot of sleep. I was super restless. I was up at like 3 a.m, could not get back to sleep, and my head was throbbing. I don't ever really get headaches, and it is a terrible banging headache. And so I decided the best thing to do was to meditate and to explore it, to get curious about it. So I got into a deep meditative state, got nice and centered, got very present, and I focused on that swirling pain in my head. And immediately I saw myself as a little child, like 7 years old, in a burning house. Now, this is a house I don't have great memories in, so, probably something there. And I just saw this house on fire. It was like a hellscape. And then the little me was running around, panicky. So I was, hey. I got his attention, and I brought him to me. I said, it's okay. We don't need to be in this space anymore, right? We can go somewhere else. I love you very much. And I sort of almost integrated the little me in. Maybe that's a conversation for another time. But I gave him a lot of love. And then the headache started to subside. And then my reality shifted, and I saw certain things in my experience more clearly, but most importantly, I was healing. I was healing not only the physical manifestation of this past experience, but I went back in time to heal the present. Healing is time travel.